Hey everyone, it's Jay back with another video. In today's video, in honor of the kings themselves, NCT, coming back as a full group once again, I decided to make a video going over my top 10 NCT biases. It's funny because I'm pretty sure NCT is the only group that I would ever be able to say my top 10 members, given that it's not even half of them now. First, I think I should give a bit of background with my history with NCT. I've been a stan since day one. NCT debuting with the Seventh Sense was one of the greatest moments in K-pop history, and definitely one of, if not the, best boy group debut of all time, in my opinion. I closely followed NCT since then, and have always been part of the fandom ever since. My favorite unit of NCT is without a doubt WayV, and yes, in this house we have always considered WayV as part of NCT. WayV has a great amount of members, a strong hold on their concept, and consistently great music. Dream is a unit that I originally wasn't invested in, however I have seen the light, and I'm a Dreamy stan as well. Boom is top tier boy group music, to be honest. 127 was originally my favorite unit, however, I feel like they are very hit or miss. Their title tracks are either excellent and timeless or incredibly grating. That mixed with the consistent swap in and out of their lineup has made me fall off of 127 a bit. I still love all the members, and this is no disrespect to them at all though. With that being said, let's get into the video. Please share your top 10 NCT biases in the comments so we can discuss.
This one 아무도 나를 이해 못하면 꿈이 다 나를 이해시켜줘 더 크게 외쳐 Go 믿고 다른 것이 Eyes closed 나만의 독백 아냐 같은 꿈 꾸려주는 샤베.
At number 10, we have the incredibly talented, extremely hardworking, and extremely overworked Mark Lee. I love Mark so much, not even just for his incredible presence on every track he's on, but for his energy. He's always able to bring a smile to my face with just how much he laughs and gets shy with his members. As I mentioned, he is extremely hardworking and a staple part of almost every NCT song that's been made. It's more shocking when he isn't on a song and his bars are always missed. He improves every comeback, which is saying something since he debuted at a level most idols don't reach throughout their whole career.
I can hear you calling from where you are, loving the way you wanna talk. Touch me, tease me, fill me up. Touch me, tease me, fill me up. Call me when it's after dark, something the way you wanna talk.
Kun is so precious, man. I have loved him ever since way back in NCT life when he and Winwin needed translators to talk to everyone. He is so kind and funny and patient. I love that he eventually became the leader of WayV, as there's no one else, in my opinion, that deserves it and has the ability to lead such a strong group. He has such a wonderful singing voice, and it sounds so delicate and tender and gives me goosebumps each time. Can't wait to see what lies ahead for Kun. Chan is honestly a member that I underestimated for a long time. It was NCT Dream's Go that changed my mind, and I realized, oh wait, I am Boo Boo the Fool. This kid is literally unmatched. His voice is the secret weapon of NCT, I swear. His runs are my favorite in the entire lineup of NCT. On top of his killer voice, he is so fucking funny. I swear, anytime he opens his mouth, the entire room is cracking up, including me. He has such good energy and is definitely the cool little brother of the whole group. Jeno is really just such a dork. He is such a sweet boy and I want to protect him forever. I love his silly sense of humor. He just seems so relatable and makes me feel like he's really down to earth. It's such a shame that he typically doesn't have much presence on actual Dream tracks, usually always having the least or second least amount of lines. However, where he does shine is his dancing. Dude is a crazy dancer and is so powerful. That move in Boom, You know the one I'm talking about. Bruh, the first time I saw that, I had to crawl my way to the phone to call an ambulance because I went into cardiac arrest on the spot. It actually pains me to put Yang Yang lower than top 5 because I adore this kid. He reminded me of Mark when I first saw him in Wavy, but since then he has carved out such a unique lane for himself among the other members. I love watching his compilations of him interacting with the other members of Wavy because he always just seems so excited and happy, and he loves clowning around with the older members. As far as he goes, it is my opinion that Yang Yang is the best rapper in NCT, period. His delivery on any song he's on is untouchable, and he has the confidence of someone who's twice his age. He's also the ad-lib king. Like, his little ad-libs on any song he's on just add so much flavor and texture to the songs. He could rap the alphabet, and I would be front row hollering my lungs out because wow, his power, his mind. In top 5, we have Nana himself, Jaemin. Jaemin is the center of Dream for a reason. He has such ridiculous charisma that it really floors me sometimes. Like his BFF Jeno, he often doesn't have the most lines, however he really makes up for it with his MV scenes and his center dance breaks. His presence is magnetic, and it's like he's not even trying. NCT centers are really no joke, man. Aside from that, he has like my favorite personality in NCT. He is so affectionate and touchy with his members, and it never fails to make me laugh when he purposely makes his members uncomfortable. His friendship with Jeno is so pure. Ugh, I just love him.
Can I be honest? I so hate to be control. Oh no, no. 分析守则唯一条款，就是忘记所有条款。
Now this, aside from who to put as my number 1, was the hardest to rank for me because in all honesty, come 2 years or so, Xiaojun will probably be my absolute favorite NCT member. From the moment I laid eyes on him in the Wavy teaser, I knew that I was going to be whipped, and I was right. Not only is he handsome as hell, he has such a beautiful voice. His vocal lines are like butter. The "Can I be honest, I so hate to lose control" line in Takeoff is probably top 5 lines in any NCT song, period. He really adds so much depth to any song he's on and is able to convey a lot of emotion with only a few words. On top of that, he has been getting better at dancing with every single comeback, and it warms my heart. He is such a sweet guy as well. He has like an awkward kind of charm that I love, and he is so sweet to the fans. When he had that live trying to help us pronounce his name, I really wanted to cry. The fact that he's one of the least popular members makes me so mad. Y'all really need to wake up and stand a king. Top 3 honestly shuffles around quite a bit, and them all being around each other again with NCT 2020 isn't helping one bit. So as of right now, my number 3 is... Honestly, what is there to say about Taeyong that hasn't already been said 1,000 times by a million different citizens? He was like perfectly crafted to be the center of one of the most popular boy groups in the world. He is the center to end all centers. He can fit any concept, he can melt to any sound, he can pull off any look, he can do any choreography and make it look incredibly easy, and it's honestly insane. Not only that, he is one of the most handsome idols in the entirety of K-pop, and he's incredibly humble and sweet. The duality this man has is insane. He is like a tempting devil on stage, but the cutest baby off stage. He is so shy and sweet, and it makes me cry. Anytime someone compliments him, he gets so shy and tiny, and my heart can't take it. He is so reliable, and you can really tell how much the whole group looks up to him and relies on him for guidance and comfort. NCT would literally not be anything without Taeyong. He is the heart and soul of NCT, and he deserves all the hype he gets.
Do you think about me too? Do you always cry when it rains, when the pains come shame, when the fame is a chain and I'm born to remain, but the cost of fate I got quickly to shade, every greatness to hate, burning like a serenade, burning like my heart cage.
I was having such a hard time deciding between the top two, but I finally settled on Lucas being number 2. Lucas is just the full package. Let's get the obvious out of the way. Lucas is, in my opinion, the best looking male idol there is. I can't think of a single other male idol who has such insane visuals, and he knows it too. He knows how he looks best and uses it to his advantage. His scenes in any music video he's in are usually the most remembered moments because he just knows how to work the camera. Lucas is probably the idol that I decided to stand the quickest that I can remember. The first second I saw him in the Boss music video, I knew it was a wrap. He cut such an imposing figure and his voice was so commanding, and he only had a few lines. That's what's so impressive about Lucas as an idol. He has such impact on any project he's involved in, even if he's only there for 2 seconds. He's also just hilarious. Lucas compilations are the lifeblood of half of the fanbase for a reason. His constant struggle with languages is so funny. The things he says in English are a riot, and the members always lose their mind anytime he starts talking. He's always the first member I look out for when I go to look into some NCT or Wavy content, and there's always something he's done to laugh about or to nearly pass out over, and I love him for that.
너를 처음 본 이후 모든 사소한 이유는 필요 없어진 feel it 저의 100분일까지 느껴지는 magic 섬세한 1 minute 내 모든 신경이 전부 건네서 너를 알기를 원해 낯설고 미묘한 작은 떨림마저 전부 다 진해지네
10 is my favorite NCT member, and unless Xiaojun smashes the crown somehow, he most likely always will be. 10 is the one that I was most curious about once 7 Sense happened. He didn't really have any lines, but I couldn't stop looking at him in the video or wondering about what sort of guy he is. He seems so mysterious and serious. Now that I think about it, 10 is probably the reason I started studying NCT, because it was my interest in him that made me look further into art and start learning the names and who they were and their people. When I looked up a few videos about 10 particularly, I was just so about the serious and mysterious thing. 10 is the member that makes me laugh most in the group. He's pure chaos contained in one body. He loves to wreak havoc on any member he's in and hide of it. He's also one of the most artistic members. Outside of his singing and dancing, he's really into dancing and his art is really good. It's insane how powerful he is. In my opinion, he is the best active dancer in K-pop. I know that's saying a lot, but I don't see anyone else who brings the same energy as he does. He puts his entire being into every move, and it's really well crafted watching him go all out. Since that wasn't enough, he also has one of the best voices in the group too, but really high to spare. Hearing his singing voice on his solo songs and Baby Don't Stop was crazy. I don't think anyone expected that he could sing like that. Recently he's been getting off to show off his voice in Super M now as well, and I couldn't be more proud. 10 has been my favorite NCT member since the beginning, and one of my favorite idols period since 2016, and I'm so glad to be along for the ride. Thank you all for sticking around and listening to my top 10 rankings for NCT members. Again, please write a comment and let me know who your favorite boys are and why. Make sure to like and subscribe and give me a follow on Twitter. I'm going back with your video and I'd love to talk to you guys again. Thank you, fellow citizens.